Hi everybody, welcome to week 4 of crawl. By now you should be starting to feel really good. The sluggish feeling of detoxing should be starting to wear off, and you should be really getting elevated in both your mind and your body at this point and starting to feel a real difference that just those few little changes can make. I would like to point out that I am very honored to all of the physicians that have been reaching out to me and all of their beautiful, kind words on what we're doing. I am loving your input. Please keep it coming. My only goal is giving real knowledge to people so that they can live their best lives. And that absolutely means all the advice from physicians that come with it. That being said, week 4, we are going to talk about something that is kind of hard to do. So our mind homework for this week will be to find love for ourselves. We are notorious for just living in a sense of guilt and shame for ourselves, keeping ourselves boxed in, giving away our power, just not really appreciating or recognizing how great we really are for ourselves. We feel the need to hear it from someone else, but the truth of the matter is the only person it really makes any real difference coming from is when it comes from yourself. So this week we are going to find all the things that we love about ourselves. We are going to acknowledge them, tell ourselves thank you for that amazing gift, and show gratitude to ourselves for who we are. And then we're going to go a step further, and I want you to find one thing about yourself that you're not always so in love with and find a way to be in love with it. For instance, I have always struggled with wearing makeup. I don't wear makeup in public, and so the thought of trying to do these videos without makeup on was the biggest pain in my heart that I could have. And it's because I look at all these beautiful videos of all these beautiful girls and their makeup so elegantly done and so over the top and great, and the best eyeliner and 5 eyeshadow colors and the best contouring, and they are flawless. And the truth of the matter is I just don't have it in me to do that. And so I felt like doing these videos without a full face of makeup on would be inhibiting for me. But the truth of the matter is I'm allowing people to see the real me. And because of that, I am getting so much love and attention for it that I never thought was possible. So just remember that sometimes our greatest insecurity can be our greatest strength. And I'm finding that people really like the fact that I'm not wearing makeup. I had one woman say, I feel like I see the real you when I look at your videos. And you know what? I'd prefer that any day. So thank you again. And work on the things that you find an insecurity and find a way to love them, because when you love them, so does everybody else. Now, for the body part of week 4's crawl, we are going to work on artificial versus real sugars. And this is kind of a touchy subject. First of all, if you have any sort of hypoglycemic or sugar or diabetic issues, please talk to your doctor first before changing or reducing any of your sugar intake. Secondly, I would like you all to know that when it comes down to it, I am a fan of real organic sugar, and I eat real sugar on a daily basis, and I prefer it over artificial sweeteners any day. So real sugar, again, body sees it as something real, breaks it down, draws out its nutrients, and sends it where it needs to go. Artificial sugars are just a chemical. Artificial sugars are not only causing us extreme health issues, but it's also inhibiting and plateauing our weight loss attempts. And for most of us, losing weight is a main part of feeling healthy again. We've gotten to a point in some of us where if we don't lose weight, we're not going to breathe better, or our joints are never going to stop hurting, or we're just never going to feel right again, or beautiful again. And the truth of the matter is that while sugar is a big culprit in that, and it's because we are consuming way too much of it, artificial sugar is equally, if not worse, of a culprit. So I have been hard pressed to find a physician when I ask them artificial sugar versus real sugar. I have yet to find one that says eat the chemical. What I am finding are doctors that say, well, sugar is addictive, and while it's absolutely necessary for our energy consumption, we are overdoing it, and therefore it's become a poison to our bodies. And almost every physician I've spoken to has said that they prefer the real sugar over a processed sugar or an artificial sugar, and they prefer that we eat it within certain parameters, certain restrictions, meaning don't overdo it. Everything we put into our bodies can be a medicine or a poison. And if we remember that and we act accordingly, we can heal these bodies way faster. What I would like to see this week is for us to go from artificial and refined sugars to organic real sugars, unrefined sugars this week. So when we buy a snack that it has sugars in it, let's try and find the ones made with organic cane syrup, agave, honey. Any of those sugars are your real sugars. Let's stay away from the artificial sugars because, again, they're just a chemical. And we're going to actually go into our artificial sugars a little bit here because, first of all, they are wreaking havoc on our bodies. They are causing so many health issues. They are linked to migraines. They are linked to gut problems, especially like sorbitol, mannitol, xylitol. All of those are causing extreme gut issues and laxative problems. So people who are eating artificial sugars and it automatically causes you to have diarrhea and gut issues, there's a reason for it. You're overdoing those artificial sweeteners and it is a poison in our gut. And we all know our gut is our main defense system for being healthy. Not only that, but it really doesn't do as good for us as we think because even though there's no sugar content in it, it's not helping us lose weight because, again, what does our body do with chemicals? It pumps it off into our fat cells. It pumps it off till it can find a way to process it. So if you are stuffing your body full of artificial sugar, you are going to plateau at a point to where you can't get any further. And that's because your body needs to get rid of all these chemicals in order to lose any further weight. Don't forget that sugar, even though it can make you gain weight, is way healthier in the long run for your metabolism and your whole self-being than the artificial sugars. So what I would like to see this week is for us to move away from refined sugars, away from artificial sugars, and when we need a sugar, let's do it in a natural way. Let's eat fresh fruits. Let's use sugars that are raw cane sugar, turbinado, honey, agave. The body knows what to do with it and it knows how to break it down. And again, don't forget that your body still needs sugar for energy consumption. And this video, I need to say again, if you are under a doctor's watch for anything blood sugar related, you need to speak to your doctor first. Their regimen is specific to help you. And yes, while cutting out real sugar and going to artificial sugar with diabetes helps because it's not technically a sugar, artificial sugars are really wreaking havoc in our bodies. They're linked to being carcinogens. So many things. They are making our guts explode, literally. So if we can try and stay away from it and reduce our sugar intake, we're going to see a whole new us. We're also going to see a whole new level of energy, real energy that comes into our bodies over the next few weeks. So our soul part of this week's crawl is I am happy. So that affirmation is going to help us remember that 1, we love ourselves. 2, we are happy. And 3, that we are so happy that we don't need to have these addictions anymore. And one of our main addictions is to sugar. So let's try and reduce this down to something healthy and heal from the inside out. All right, well, thank you. This is week 4 of Crawl, and I'm here for you if you have any questions. And we'll see you next week.